You have to dream the dream. You gotta touch. You have to see it when nobody else sees it. You have to feel it when it's not tangible. You have to believe it when you cannot see it. You gotta be possessed with the dream. The dream.
Yeah. Anyone performed against the Shannon Press? Thought it was news, now we elapsed. As I walk through the valley with my ladder and flex, I'm the realest in it, I just happen to crack. When they all thought we was finished, they was laughing at that. So I went and bought me a gun and flipped their head to the back. New turn, new bricks on the way down. That's a on the way down. Mama told me if you fall, never stay down. Stand up now, I can never lay down. Wins in the losses, you come up being bosses. Shoot it in his hand if he crosses. Take the 500 down, look, he said we looking awesome. Try that ready, put him cut, take him all bus. Take my lights out, it's still lit. Streets crowded and they tell they want some real. Young bro looking like he in a real lit. I got too many foreigns. $500,000 last week, you would've thought I was talking. Try to kill me out, I guess they thought I was normal. They ain't know I was different. All I know be my witness, cause we'll get it, pick it, do the fit and break it down. Better city, let's follow. You know what you down with me. No, I'll be there if they call him. Yeah, $500,000, you better open up with. He's on my mind, know how I'm rocking, I call on the street. That's 40, keep it on me, we rockin' 32 deep. Bulletproof, every day, just let me know the speed. We bring the wall, I just wanna shine on it. Put it on the time in there. Made it to a 9 and we got Travis City 2, then we got me out. Push it up on jump through the Granton. Top of the food chain like a mansion. Put up a mansion. Never Wisconsin, who we were building. Settle down, let it settle down. When I was broke, they gon' tell me now. I'm running rock out with a drum that hold 100 grams. I pull that rose off. He wouldn't make it like I told y'all.
So, hey, Steve, thank you so much for coming over here. So, in case people who are listening to this don't know, you're Steve Okonek of On Focus, Sports On Focus. And we worked together quite a few times, particularly during the football and basketball season.
Very much during football and basketball.
Absolutely. So, and I'm glad you're here because the football season's upon us. Like, opening weekend is this Friday. And quite honestly, I haven't had a chance to catch up on what's going on in the Marawood.
Yeah, it's going to be a different conference this year, different setup. A lot of things are changing from last year for sure. So a lot of things to go over there.
Yeah. So I tell you what. So like when you say there's a lot of different things, there's this thing kind of floating in the air. People are talking about like, hey, did you hear about these crossover games? There's like a new twist on them. Can you talk more about that?
So as many people remember from last year, every team in the Marawood got 3 forfeits. Because you had the 3 teams that left to play 8-player, Thorpe, Owen Withy, and Athens. Mm-hmm. WIA does not like forfeits.
And so they said never again.
They try and do the best they can. So they reshuffled the Marawood and the Central Wisconsin Small Conference, which is kind of down the Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids area.
Sure.
And the Marawood gets a new member, Pittsfield, coming back. So those of you that were around in like the old days of the Marawood, Pittsfield was in the Marawood for a long time.
Welcome back, Panthers.
Yep. And then each team will play 2 teams from the other conference. So each team will have the 2 teams from the Central Wisconsin Small those count as conference games, but not every team plays the same teams. So, like, for example...
Super clearish.
Super clear. So, like, for example, Colby has Iowa Scandinavia week 3, Loyal week 4. Those are both...
They're going to be conference
games.
even though they're not conference.
Yes.
Interesting.
And, for example, Edgar has Wild Rose, who is actually technically a forfeit, and I believe Rosholt, where Pittsfield gets probably the top 2 teams in the conference. They get Assumption and Pacelli.
Who's hating on the Panthers? Who scheduled that thing?
From my understanding, it's random. It's just a random assignment for the first year, and then there's some stuff they can do between the conferences after that, but there isn't enough comparison between the two to make all that work.
Well, speaking of Pittsville, why don't we dig right into it? Let's get into the meat and potatoes of it. So let's start breaking this down. So let's start with the newcomer, Pittsfield Panthers.
So last year, Pittsfield was 3-7. They were 3-4 in their conference. They did get a forfeit. Almond Bancroft leaving for 8-player. They're jumping from a middle of the pack conference for small schools to probably one of the best small school conferences in the state. So it's going to be a jump in the teams they're playing, and they're losing their leading rusher and their leading receiver from last year. Oh
no. So like a small group of seniors, or is it just that quality? It was just with those 2 guys. Not
a huge group of seniors, but they lost some huge pieces. Aiden Kohler, he was a little short of 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. Joseph Redmond had almost 200 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns. Both of them graduated. They do keep their quarterback. Waylon Grimm will be back. He had 633 yards passing, 5 TDs last year. Mm-hmm. And they keep their leading tackler, Marcus Getzinger. He had 119 tackles last year.
Wow.
So a big part of that, but their schedule is brutal.
Uh-oh.
I mean, they've got a tough schedule. Looking through stuff like that, they get Augusta week 1, champions of the Dairyland Conference. Mm-hmm. They go to Cadott week 2, a pretty good team they're in the Lakeland, I believe. Mm-hmm. And then just that brutal schedule through the Marawood when you've got to play Colby, Abbotsford, Auburndale, Edgar. And they do that they go, and plus, like we said, they get those 2 really tough crossover games with Pacelli and Assumption.
Yeah, I was to say, and on top of that.
On top of that, you get the top 2 teams in the other conference as well. So really, the big game to see would be, I think, Abbotsford and Marathon are going to be the ones to keep an eye on, just simply because Marathon, we'll talk about them soon. They've had a rough couple of years. Abbotsford's hard to judge, so it'll be interesting to see how Pittsfield plays. So
so you're saying like between those 2 games, Pittsfield would probably be like kind of like a sleeper coming in there and shock them.
Those are the 2 that I think in conference they have the best chance of winning.
I gotcha.
And that's not saying they're going to, because honestly, I don't think they win a conference game this year. But if they're going to win one, I think week 8 at home against Marathon is probably their best chance.
Well, there you go, Panther Nation. Circle those dates. That's the games you definitely don't want to miss. So now you were just mentioning the Red Raiders.
Yep.
Marathon, that great, beautiful stadium they have over there. Why don't you move on to them next?
Marathon almost lucked their way into a playoff spot, just due to the fact that they got the 3 forfeits in conference. I mean, they were the only team from the Marawood not to make the playoffs last year. But there again, they lose their quarterback, they lose their top receiver, and they lose their top tackler from last year's.
Oh, jeez.
They do have a relatively easy, in the crossover level, so they're going to have an opportunity to rack up some conference wins there. But really, the games, again, when they go to Pittsfield, that's going to be a big one for them. Mm-hmm. And then obviously week 9, there's always the rivalry game with Edgar.
Now, why is that a rivalry? Oh, from other sports too?
Or other sports. I mean, they're founding members of the Marawood. They're not that far away. And while Stratford may be the bigger rival for Edgar, there is definitely a bit of a rivalry there with Marathon, especially more in the basketball side. They both have been pretty good the last few years in basketball. So, but it's always, it's one of those games you just can't look past.
Absolutely. Either team. Is that in Edgar or in Marathon?
That is in Edgar, though.
Ooh.
So, and Edgar is just one of those places that's tough to win a game.
The kitty cat house.
Yes.
Or whatever I don't know what they call it. So now let's talk about I've been hearing Abbotsford a few times from you. Why don't you talk about them quick?
So Abbotsford, they finished middle of the road in the conference last year. They had, They forfeited the game to Colby due to some illness last year, and then they had that tough loss in Auburndale in a game that I think most Abbotsford fans said they should have won.
It snuck away from them.
Snuck away from them, but looking at them from this year, they're losing some big guys on the defense. 4 of their top 5 tacklers graduated, and they're losing their main running back on the offensive side, Ty Faltasek.
That one's gonna hurt.
That one's gonna hurt.
He was an overall big athlete. Yep.
But you are bringing back probably I would put money down as the fastest guy in the conference in JV Castillo.
Wow.
He is speedy. Watching him on the baseball field a little bit this year, and he's fast. Mm-hmm. Evan Reese is a good athlete. He's probably the guy I think is going to step into that running back role. They keep their receivers. Not that they're a team that throws the ball a lot, but when they do, they go deep, and they've got 2 big guys that can go deep. So they should be okay. I'm just not 100% sure how they match up with the Colbys and the Edgars and the Auburndales.
I gotcha. Do you think they keep their bunch offense?
I think they keep the bunch offense, but forever the Abbotsford offense has been run the ball, and then all of a sudden that big tight end just streaks down the field and you just chuck it up and hope
wide
he catches
open.
it. And he's wide open because you don't have anybody. In order to stop the running offense, you got to keep everybody
absolutely
right up on the line, and that guy gets behind there, he's gone.
Absolutely. Well, so you're mentioning 2 teams I want to get to, but let's not forget about the Road Warrior team from the playoffs, Auburndale, the Screaming Eagles. Well, not Screaming, but the Eagles.
Auburndale, honestly, Auburndale's going to be good. I mean, we're talking about a team that they had 2 conference losses this year. That was Colby and Edgar. Mm-hmm. 2 top teams in the state last year. And they're only lost 4 players.
Ooh, you know what that means.
So they lost a big piece. A couple big pieces are in that 4. Terrence Cottrell Roberson.
Their big running back.
Yeah, 697 yards and 10 touchdowns in 9 games. He only played 9 games. I was going to say,
he was big-time player.
One of their leading tacklers, Jesse Fowler, he had 71 tackles last year. He graduated. But we'll go through the list returning. Trayton Weber, the quarterback. 1,294 yards passing, 12 TDs, 851 yards rushing.
Yeah, he's got a good arm.
Evan Scholl, their leading receivers, Evan Scholl and Timothy Schmidt, their 2 leading receivers, are back. Alex Wilford, another big-time receiving guy. And then their leading tacklers, back too. I mean, they've got pretty much everything back except that big speed running back that they had with Roberson. But honestly, I see them doing some really good stuff with that.
Absolutely.
And that was a team that throws out a unique offense. It's a college-style spread, read option. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of movement.
It's not the prototypical high school offense. You're right. It's very when you're sitting down on a Sunday game, you're like, this looks really familiar to me.
So, and they are the team that benefits from the forfeit. They were supposed to play Wild Rose. So, but they picked up Hurley, who is perennially a very good team.
I was to say, don't let the town fool you. That's a great football program.
But they are coming to Auburndale.
Now, there is an interesting dynamic to that.
Yeah, that's a long trip. And then their end of their season is brutal.
Auburndale's?
They host Edgar in week 8, and they go to Colby in week 9.
That's like last year, though. They played us late.
Yep, they played late, but that was a team that got underseeded because they played such a tough schedule in the conference. And,
I remember that being a big talking point.
They went to Necedah one big, went to Marquezan one big, and then obviously ran into the eventual state champion Colby and got beat up a little bit in that one. I mean, Colby won pretty big, but nobody in Division 6 was beating that Colby team last year.
No.
Other game to keep an eye on, and I don't have it written down here. I believe it's week 5 or 6. They go to Pittsfield. We talked about Pittsfield not having some, maybe being a bit down this year. That is one of those rivalry games that you never know what is going to happen in.
Really?
Those are 2 teams that really, and it's nice to see it back in the conference, but they have battled against each other for years. They're kind of the 2 rural small schools in Wood County. Mm-hmm. Everything else is either Rapids or Marshfield. So they really butt heads there. And did the game last year, and Pittsfield scored 28 unanswered to make it close.
Wow.
So they will play. They will get the best of Pittsfield.
Yeah, that's going to be mid-September.
Yeah, mid-September. So that's going to be a game to keep an eye on.
Yeah, at Pittsfield. So mark that calendar on September 16th. Now, you were mentioning the Hornets. Yep. So let's ride that wave. Your 2021 Division 6 state champions. And you're right. Talking about that Auburndale game, calling that game. Well, all of us were kind of nervous, especially that first quarter going into halftime. We're just like, you almost wonder, is this going to be the chin music? But then, yeah, we came out of halftime and we didn't look back. But anyway, take it away.
Colby, obviously we're going to talk about the big three players graduating for sure.
Jeske.
But, 16 guys are graduating. Pretty much, a big chunk of the O-line from...
It's pretty much a whole entire team is gone.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you have 16 guys graduating. If most guys play two ways, so you're looking 12, 13 starters. Not all of them were starters, obviously, but, you're losing Brent, you're losing the Jeskes. Brody Decker, Brandon Volker, Tristan Stang, a lot of pieces there. Mason Boss. You're losing a lot of that offense, and you wonder how much of that they're going to have back. But there are some people we get to talk to that are still around. Tucker Meyer. If you didn't go to a Colby JV game, he was chucking that ball all over the field.
Really,
really good passer. I think. Very different style of quarterback from Brent Jeske. Brent Jeske was a running back that played quarterback and could throw. Tucker Meyer is more your prototypical drop back, throw the ball downfield kind of passer. So I think he brings a different element to the offense than Brent Jeske did. And then obviously on the outside, he's going to have some weapons. Caden Healy, Mateo Lopez. I know you talked about Tevin Rue, who made some big plays defensively. I think he'll probably have a bigger role in the offense, and probably some guys that we're not as familiar with that are going to step up. But
Gavin Voss
is another one. Yep. So I think the offense is going to look different from what we saw last year. I mean, it's still going to be the Colby offense.
I was going to say, looking different in what way?
I haven't talked to Coach Hagan about this, so if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I think we're going to see more passing out of Colby.
Hot take.
Just because you have a weapon like Tucker Meyer that can throw the ball like that. Watching the JV games, I mean, it was NFL like sometimes where he would just take the snap, drop back, throw. It wasn't, where I think we'll see a little more of that. I think it's still going to be Colby football. You have the good running backs, obviously Mateo Lopez, Caden Healy, both of whom, are good running backs and have speed. Mateo Lopez, both of them are just freak athletes on top of being good football players. But I do think you're going to see a little more passing out of Colby this year.
Which would be like a pretty interesting look, because I know we've had that conversation. It's like if you have a really powerful passing game, you got a really great a great high school team.
Yes. If you ever want to look at how well it can work, all you have to do is look at the Mosinee Indians. I think there's some things they might be able to pull from Mosinee. Now, I don't think they're going to go full Mosinee and go 4 wide and chuck it every play. I don't think we're going to see that. But that was a team that threw the ball a lot, and there aren't many high school football teams that can cover 4 receivers in a route. So I think there's some things that they can take from that and maybe use Tucker Meyer's skill set to a level there.
Should be an exciting season, right?
Should be.
So now,
just a couple.
Sure, absolutely.
Games. Obviously, week 2, the rivalry game with Spencer. That's always a fun one. Obviously, last time Colby went to Spencer was double overtime.
Yeah, so that was like 2 years ago. That was a magical game, double overtime, and not to talk about that game too much, but what made that special was for a while Spencer had a powerhouse team. Didn't really get a lot. I think they had a state title run, but they could have went to a few more. But they had some big time players
Yep.
And Colby would just get beat up, and then it was kind of like, well, the Kings of the Clover Belt are gone. Here come the Spencer Rockets. But then we had that game, and we went toe-to-toe with them, but we scraped out a win. And it felt like that was Jim Hagan, that up until the playoff run and the state championship, that was probably his biggest win.
For sure. So, I mean, obviously going back there, that's going to be a big one.
A lot of emotions will ride, especially on that Spencer squad. Yeah.
Then week 3 going to Iola Scandinavia. That is a tough place to play. For those of you that are not familiar, the high school's in Iola, but the football field's in Scandinavia. So there's no locker rooms. There's very little locker room. It's just a field in a...
What are they supposed to do?
It's just, that's the way it works.
You change in one porta potty and it's one at a time?
I think there's small locker rooms there, but it's not like at Colby where you're at the high school and there's, the school locker rooms right there and stuff like that. So it's a little bit different environment. They've got history, obviously. They've got a couple state title runs recently. Mm-hmm. They've been down a little bit, but they look to be back up this year. And then the other 2, week 5, at Edgar. Edgar has a chip on their shoulder.
Everybody's got that date circled. As soon as the schedule came up, I can almost guarantee you that Edgar has been itching.
Yeah.
For this.
They've got week 2 circled with Stratford, and then they've got, and we'll talk about that one. Then they got week 5 circled with Colby.
Yeah, and that's going to be a tough environment indeed.
And then for the first time, we get the milk can game in Colby.
Yeah.
Not in the playoffs. Abbotsford comes to Colby week 8, rivalry week, what's turned into rivalry weekend in football.
Yeah.
So that'll be week 8. Honestly, I think it's going to be a battle between Colby and the next team we're going to talk about. The conference title game is probably week 5. Whoever wins that Edgar Colby matchup probably wins the conference.
You think so?
I think so.
Okay.
Auburndale might make a run if they can, if they put a good offense together and they get on a roll, they might make a run at it. But really, I think it's going to be Colby or Edgar. Mm-hmm. So speaking of,
I was to say. So speaking of, I would love to talk more about the milk can game, but we'll have plenty of time to do that. But why don't you, last on our list, the Wildcats, Edgar.
Edgar, they lone conference loss last year was at Colby. They lost 4 overall, including
womp
the playoffs. They're graduating 11, but big pieces returning. They lose their quarterback, they lose a good receiver / runner, they lose a good tackler, but Carter Butt's back. 1,000 yards rushing.
Hard to tackle that kid.
And it's Edgar. Edgar's going to have football players. Mm-hmm. It's never a question of if they're going to have a good football team. It's a question of how good they're going to be. I mean, Jerry Sins has been at it forever, and he just constantly puts out good teams.
How old is he now? 147 years old? Or
he's up there. He's definitely up there.
He's a nice guy. In case he's listening, hi.
He's a nice guy. He's been there forever. I think he's 3rd in the state in wins.
3rd? Wow.
He's 3rd in I'm going to look that up to be sure.
But yeah, looking at their schedule, even looking at their schedule, it's like you said, Edgar just has that program, and it's been working well for them. And they're always going to be, it doesn't matter how far they're going to travel, they're going to be the team to beat.
Actually, I'm going to correct myself. He's 2nd in the state.
Oh boy, here we go.
Only behind Bob Highland of St. Mary's Springs.
How funny. We know those guys.
So, yeah. So, I mean, but at the same time, they do have to find the right players and stuff, and they are replacing a lot. I mean, let's be honest, Carter Butt's going to keep them, even if they don't quite have the same pieces, Carter Butt's going to keep them in a lot of games. Mm-hmm. I mean, that is just, he's a amazing running back. He's young. I believe he's finally going to be a senior, but
and it's the endurance of that kid too. During that Colby game, most running backs got wore out against that front that we had, especially by the 4th quarter. Everybody was gassed. That kid, he would just come running back out like he just got done with the first quarter. Like, he has just got a motor on him.
And that's one thing that's been absolutely the hallmark, more than anything else, of Edgar football is those kids are well conditioned. They know how to play 4 quarters because they play a lot of tough games. Mm-hmm. Obviously they get the early test against Stratford. That's week 2. That's always a huge one. That was a 9-8 game last year.
Where is that? In Stratford?
That is in
Edgar. Oh, wow.
Last year was the one where they got rained out and they ended up having to play that game at DC Everest.
Yeah.
Stratford side, so that game's in Edgar. It was going to be actually, no matter what the scheduling, it was going to be in Edgar because Stratford doesn't have a home field this year.
Why?
They're putting turf down and it's not going to be ready in time. So they're planning away games. Week 5, they get Colby at home. Mm-hmm. Week 6, they go to Abbotsford. Then week 8, they go to Auburndale. I mean, those are going to be the ones to keep an eye on. That at Auburndale game will be the interesting one.
I was going to say, could they sleep on that one a little bit, maybe?
I don't think they'll sleep on it because after that, I mean, those are their 3 big ones. I think that they get 5, 6. Week 7 is Pittsfield. Week 9 is Marathon.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to have that, those 2 games around that one. But in Auburndale, that's always a weird place to, Auburndale can be a little bit of a weird place to play. It's a small field, so there's going to be a lot of people on the sidelines for that one, I'm guessing. So, I mean, it's going to have a bit of atmosphere to it, especially because if Edgar beats Colby week 5, they would most likely all but clinch the conference title. They could clinch the conference title week 8.
Wow.
So, whereas if Colby beats Edgar week 5, they could all but clinch the conference title week 8 against Abbotsford. So those week 8 games, depending on who wins that Colby-Edgar matchup, are going to be
crucial,
huge one way or the other.
I gotcha.
I mean, obviously, Colby-Abbotsford is going to be huge for a whole nother reason. Even if they were both 0-7 going into that game, that's going to be a huge game.
Yep, yeah.
But, I mean, that extra juice of possibly having, in my projection, at least one of those 2 teams could clinch the conference title that night.
Wow.
So, I mean...
Gives you the chills to think about that, yeah.
It does. But, honestly, I think you're looking... Like I said, I think we're looking... Colby, Edgar are probably the 2 top favorites, 1A, 1B in the conference, depending on how things shake out. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a lot to learn on both of those teams. They're replacing a lot of pieces, so we're kind of... Some of that is on history of them both being very good programs, but we'll see where they end up. I would not be shocked to see Auburndale make a run. I think
me neither. There's just a gut feeling I have about Auburndale. So okay, so we're well past the time mark that you were telling me about. So do you want me to ask you? I was going to ask you 3 quick questions, or
sure.
do you want to just?
Yep.
Or is this something you want to re-record to see if you can get under that time minute?
We're good.
Okay, so we're talking about these teams. We're talking about projections. You're talking like week 8 is going to be crucial depending on what happens in week 4 or 5. So who is going to be the biggest player that stands out in your mind? Like big time player.
I think it's going to be Carter Butt for Edgar.
Carter Butt.
If he improves on the season he had last year, I don't think Edgar can lose.
Even if a team stacks a box on him?
I just think there's so many moving pieces in that Edgar offense, and if Carter Butt has the season he had, I'm not saying they can't, but I just don't see a clear loss in their schedule.
Do you think he's top 10 rusher in the state?
I don't know if he does that just because of the way that Edgar spreads the ball around. I don't think they're going to have that big top rusher like that.
Mm-hmm. Not like a Durand
where you got Bauer, or even like Colby with how much Jeske ran last year.
Yeah.
Their offense doesn't produce those kind of guys. They produce wins.
Good point.
But if Carter Butt does advance like you would expect him to do year to year, I think that's going to be a really hard offense to stop.
Absolutely.
And he may not have the numbers because everybody's going to load up against Carter Butt.
Yeah.
But there's going to be nobody on the outside when they play fake to him and toss it or something like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, that's going to really, like, everybody hyper-focusing on him, that's going to open up a lot of opportunity. And then, we'll all just flare him out one then. Give him open space. What is going to be, what's your hot take? It could be a narrative. It can be a game. It can be a team. What is something where you're like, I'm going to say this and break the internet?
I think that this would be my hot take.
Yep.
The Marawood goes 10-2 against the Central Wisconsin in the crossovers.
Whoa!
Honestly, I think
I gotta write that one down.
I just think that the Marawood top to bottom is a better it's just a more stacked conference.
Wow!
And the way the games
regionally or statewide?
Statewide.
No kidding. Saying I'm not surprised.
My other hot take would be I think the Marawood might be the best small school conference in the state this year.
Nice.
Because I think really you have 4 top level teams in this conference. You have probably 2 deep playoff run teams in Edgar and Colby. Mm-hmm. You have 2 teams that should easily make a level 2, level 3 game in Auburndale and Abbotsford. In fact, if the pairings come out right and they're not in the same group, I could see either Auburndale or Abbotsford making a deep run themselves. My only fear there is they're going to run into Colby at some point. If they're all in the same group like they were last year.
I was going to say, it'd be kind of neat to see, like, I remember when it was like, it was the Cloverbell and Abby got all the way, and then we called that game in Regis. That was a lot of fun.
It was. And there's one, and there too, you look, Auburndale lost to Colby, Abbotsford lost to Colby in the playoffs. Edgar was the only team not to lose to a Marawood team, and that's only because they were D7. Had they been in D6, that probably would have been another Colby-Edgar matchup.
That would have been crazy.
So I think absolutely this is a conference that's got 4 very good teams. I could be wrong on Marathon and Pittsfield. I could definitely see them being good. I just think that just due to the fact that they have to play the schedules they play, it's really tough for them.
It's a tough
road for them.
Who is going to be your breakout player or team? Like, there's subtle rumblings about them, but then you think that this person or team is going to be out on the scene.
It's hard to say considering he threw for almost 1,300 yards and ran for 850. But I think Trayton Weber is going to be even better this year.
That's what I was going to say too, because he was a solid player, but like you were saying before, like it kind of got drowned out with, look how well Colby's doing, or like look at the running game of Abbotsford, and everybody kind of forgot about him. But I'm like, that kid's special, and that's who I was thinking too.
And especially being they're losing Terrence Cottrell-Roberson, they're going to need.
They're going to focus on him more.
They're going to need a little more running up. Probably need a little more running out of him. I mean, they have Evan Scholl, who did a good job. 461 yards last year, filling in. But I think you're going to need a little more from Trayton Weber, and I think he has a very good year this year. And I honestly think for Auburndale, if he has as good a year as I think he's going to have, they're going to have a good year.
Absolutely. Those were my top 3 questions for you. Unless you wanted me to ask you like one more, or you wanted to make one more comment.
Nope, you can ask one more.
I can ask one more.
Yep. Who
do you think is going to be the top coach of the Marawood? Not just based on wins, but who do you think is going to be? You know what I mean? Like, who's going to be your coach of the Marawood?
Honestly, with the way the voting goes, I think it's going to be whoever wins the Colby Edgar game.
It just hits right back to that.
Everything in the way I'm looking at the conference right now, I think everything comes down to that game. Now, I will say that if Abbotsford or Auburndale do make a push and if they jump into second or jump into first, I think there's your coach of the year no matter what.
I see.
If Jay Anderson or Nat Miller are able to get the team and jump over one of the Colby Edgars, I think they're your coach of the year.
I gotcha. Well, okay, so I know I told you that was going to be my last question. I'm sorry. You got my brain thinking here. Let's see if you can answer this one. Well, maybe you just did. What's going to be your game of the season? Like, everybody should say, like, circle this one. Don't miss it.
I mean, it's no doubt it's Colby and Edgar.
Okay, they're right.
Colby, I mean, that is going to be, with the structure of the Marawood, assuming everything stays the way it is, I have a feeling that's going to... It never will be Edgar Stratford, and it never will be Abbotsford Colby in terms of the rivalry, but in terms of being what's probably going to be most years the best 2 teams in the conference facing off, that is going to be the best in-conference game that either of those teams have all year, most likely, in most years.
What kind of NFL rivalry would you compare that to?
I would compare it maybe to the Colts-Patriots rivalry from back when it was Manning versus Brady. They're neither of them, that wasn't their top rival, like, historically. But for those years when they were both so good, that was just one of those circle games.
They'd always run into each other.
Always run into each other. And it's one of those games you circle because you knew it was going to be a good game.
Yeah. I was going to say Packers and 49ers. 49ers, Packers roll in and are like, we got this. 49ers sneak out a win. And it's been bitter ever since.
The only thing I would say there is that I think Patriots, Colts, they were both such good teams.
Yes.
Whereas the 49ers just seem to have the Packers number.
I know. What would be how do I phrase this? What is going to be a big rivalry game that people should say, like, dude, maybe we should check that one out?
One that's going to be off the radar, we talked about a little bit earlier.
Yeah, off the radar game. That's what I wanted to say. Off the radar game. Yeah.
Auburndale, Pittsfield.
Okay.
You know, that was one when Pittsfield moved out of the Marawood and into the central Wisconsin. That was the one game that they made sure still happened. They used to play it week 1.
Really?
When it was non-conference. Mm-hmm. That was their first game, and there's stories I can't tell because it's, you know, just things that have happened in that rivalry that on, you know, off
that you can't tell?
Off-field stuff that has happened. But let's just say that it's two schools that
hate each other.
I wouldn't say hate each other. There is a begrudging acceptance.
begrudging acceptance
that they're the two rural Wood County schools, and they both
sadly got a little bit of a late start on that one. We're going to have to cut it off a little short. Steve Ocknick, Sports on Focus here. Week 1 of the high school football season is here. And it will be the Neillsville Granton War Dogs taking on the Colby Hornets, kind of turning into a traditional Week 1 matchup here for the two teams. Both teams formerly played every year when they were both in the Clover Belt, but now with the Colby Hornets making the move to the new Marawood, making this a matchup that gets played every year. And it has been a Week 1 matchup so far, and that has worked out pretty well for both teams. We'll have starting lineups and national anthem coming up here in just a moment. Reminder to check out after the game, check out at our website on focus.news/sports. We will have a full scoreboard with some recaps. So we'll have that for you, but we're going to turn it over to our PA announcer. We'll be back with the call of the game in just a moment.
Home of your Wisconsin's only original cheese and your Colby Hornets. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask you to focus your gaze to the flag by the scoreboard. And please rise if you are able. Remove your hats and place your hand over your heart as we honor America and those defending our freedom with the playing of our national anthem. Welcome once again to Colby, Wisconsin for tonight, Friday night matchup between the Neillsville Granton War Dogs as they face your Colby Hornets. Let's meet tonight's starting lineup, beginning with the War Dogs. The War Dogs offense. Number 2, Austin Schultz. Number 15, Bryce Erickson. Number 20, Andrew Brown. 29, Garrett Learman. 52, Logan Eckerson. 54, Max Creetlow. 61, Carter S. 65, Keegan Dickinson. 76, Caleb Walsh. 80, Braylon Boyer. And 83, Reese McDonald. And they are coached by their head coach, Reed Lehman, assisted by Chris Poschel, Jason Kirk, Michael Gayer, Tom Bennett, Jason Learman, and Dave McDonald.
Welcome to Colby, home of the Hornets. Here's your Colby Hornets.
It's time to meet your Colby Hornets offense. Number 2, Evan Rue. Number 4, Tucker Meyer. Number 5, Caden Weezy. Number 21, Caden Healy. Number 27, Mateo Lopez. Number 54, Oscar Zamora. Number 55, Tucker Bloke. Number 56, Grant Ulrich. Number 71, Braxton Meyer. Number 77, Logan Stitchen. And number 84, Nathaniel Rovita. And here are your Colby Hornets. Head coach by Jim Hagan. Assistant coaches by Robbie Smazel, Logan Rosemeyer, Jimmy Flink, John Kleinschmidt, and Henry Sanchez.
All right, we got our starting lineups. We are ready for football. So we will wait for everybody to get ready. As we said, reminder, you can check out all the scores and stats and everything. There's a whole list of those. You can check them out right at our website on focus.news/sports. But both coaches meeting with their teams one last time before they send them out onto the field. And we'll be ready to kick this season off. Couple games yesterday. Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids both falling to Big River schools. Marshfield falling to Hudson. Wisconsin Rapids falling to the River Falls Wildcats. Colby will receive first. They will send Healy and Lopez, Caden Healy and Mateo Lopez back deep. Two very quick guys. We'll see what they will bring out. Out to kick for Neillsville. That is number 20. Looks like it was number. Check his shirt. Make sure we got that number right. I believe that is 20, Andrew Brown. Yes, it is. 20, Andrew Brown to do the kicking for Neillsville. So Brown back on the line. He will step up, and we are underway. Short end over end kick. That'll be taken by Lopez at 10, at 20. 25, 30, he slips through, he's to the 40, spinning around, and he will be out to about the 43. Nice return by Mateo Lopez, and Colby will start with the football. 1st and 10, they will mark it actually at the 41. So Colby will start at the 41, and we will see Tucker Meyer out at quarterback for the first time in meaningful snaps. It'll be Lopez and Healy in the eye behind him. Two wide snap, they give it. That'll come up the middle, and that's going to be a big run there. That's going to be Caden Healy. So that's going to be a carry of about 8. That will set up second and 2. So second and 2. Good lead run there. It's going to be interesting to see how the offense changes this year. Stack formation, everybody tight. A little bit of the Spencer look here. Wings on either side. Lopez is the fullback. They send Rue in motion. They hand to Rue. Rue coming off the near side. He's got room, and he will have the first down. Rue will carry that one down to the 42. That will be a gain of about 7. So Tevin Rue with the carry. That will set up first and 10. So Tevin Rue will get the carry. Haven't seen Lopez get it. Now they go wide receiver out to the far side. That is Robita. 2 in the backfield. Again, it is Lopez and Healy. Snap. The give is to Healy. Healy will go far side. He'll get a couple. Good cut down there. They will give him, we'll say 3. That will set up second and 7. So Healy getting the load so far. 3 plays and 18 yards so far for the Colby offense. And they will bring this one back out. They will come back out into that wing set. For those of you that are familiar, this is pretty much the bread and butter offense you see Spencer run. Healy on the near side, they will send Rue in motion. The give is to Lopez up the middle. He will power forward, and he'll get about 2. So that will go set up a 3rd and 5, and we might see Tucker Meyer drop back for the first time today. Watching him in JV, Tucker Meyer, a little bit of a change of pace for the Colby Hornets quarterback-wise. Definitely not the Brent Chesky type that's going to just bulldoze you over running it, but definitely has a little bit more of an arm. So they will send 2 wide here to the near side. That is Robita and Rue. Lopez is kind of tight on that far side. Healy next to Meyer in the shotgun. Snap. Meyer drops back. Little pressure. Throw comes over here to the near side. Rue makes the catch. He's got the first down. Out of bounds near the 30. First and 10. Meyer, that pass goes for 10.
First down, Hornets.
Nice little slant play there. First and 10. Clock ticking, 9:39 remaining here in the first quarter. Actually went out of bounds, clock to say stop. Now they come back out in that 2-wing formation. They send Healy in motion this time. The give is to Healy off the far side. He cuts it back into the middle. He will roll forward, and he will get down. That'll be a gain of 6 for Caden Healy. 2nd and 4. As that pulling a little bit of the playbook from Coach Gorst up there in Spencer with the 2-wing. It's a interesting offense. You've seen, obviously, doing a lot of Spencer games last year, saw a heavy dose step, but now we see the 2 wide here to the near side. They've got wings either side. Now they'll pull Healy back into the backfield next to Meyer in the shotgun. Meyer will send Lopez in motion. The give is to Healy up the middle. Healy gets tackled right away, but not before he falls forward for about 3. That will set up a 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 1. Looked like that was Andrew Brown, the running back defensive lineman, in on the tackle. But they will send Robita out to the far side, I formation. Healy dots the I in the backfield. Lopez is the fullback. Rue is the tight end there on the near side. Snap. The give, and that's going to be tackled in the backfield. Healy's going to lose 4. And now decision time for Coach Hagan. 4th and 5. They did bring in Brian Camargo from the cross-country team to kick, but they're going to go for it. Robita and Rue here to the near side. Lopez is a tight end to the far side. Healy in the backfield next to Meyer. Snap. Meyer's going to drop back, looking to throw. A little bit of pressure. He runs off to the far side. Cuts it back again. He's not going to get there. The defense holds on 4th down, and they are going to turn it over. Tucker Meyer will end up getting 3 on on 4th and 5, and Neillsville will take over. It's Robita. So we'll see the Neillsville offense here for the first time this season. First time I've seen the Neillsville offense in a couple years. Haven't had a chance to see Neillsville. They run too wide off here to the near side. A little bit of a offset, almost a pistol snap. The give up the middle, giving up a few yards. Brown will get out here. He will pick up 5. So Brown will get 5 on 1st and 10. Nice little run there for Andrew Brown. Brown will stay in the backfield. He will be on the far side next to Bryce Erickson. Fullback in motion across the formation. Snap. That one is a give to Brown. A little bit of contact in the backfield. Brown's going to go down. He'll lose 2. So he'll lose 2. That'll set up 3rd and 7. First contact through the hole there. I think that was Lopez. Got the initial contact, or might have been Voss, but never able to quite slip out of that and get the downhill motion going back from Andrew Brown. Brown 6'1", 179. So now they're going to step 3 wide here to the near side. Austin Schultz and a couple other receivers. One in the backfield, snap. Dropping back is Erickson. Pressure comes. Pass is going to be incomplete. They were looking for Austin Schultz, and that one's going to drop incomplete. And that will set up 4th and 7, and it looks as if we'll see the punting team coming out here. Yep, Neillsville is going to send Andrew Brown back to, looks like to kick. So Lopez and Brown back to return this one. So Healy will stay on the sideline for this. So Brown will be back to do the kicking. And they get Voss to jump offside, our first flag of the season.
Encroachment, defense, 5 yards, still 4th down.
So changes the formula a little bit. It'll be 4th and 2 on the encroachment penalty. That was against number 30, Gavin Voss. So they will still keep the punt team on. Brown back. He's in the deep set. Snap, low snap, and we get whistles. And nope, we're going to get them back. They're going to go back the other way. False start on the Warriors. We try and get our clock back in the frame.
False start, offense, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
And the official had to cap it a little giggle on that one. So we go back to 4th and 7. We'll do it again. Little preseason jitters out there, both teams. Now they get the snap off. It's a low snap. Brown will give the kick. That's a high end over end. And it will send Rue back, and he didn't call the fair catch, and he'll be planted. Nice pie punt. Rue caught it at the 30, and he is planted right there. Colby will take over.
And that'll be 1st and 10.
But good job, Tevin Rue, for holding on to that one. But a good
play there.
timing the tackle because you don't want to get there too early. So Colby will take over 1st and 10 just inside the 30-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 32. Too wide to either side. That is Robita and Bruce. Snap, and now we get whistles again. We try and keep our clock, which seems to not want to stay in the window. There we go.
We'll fix that. Next break, we get a false start.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
On Colby.
Going the wrong direction.
So it'll be 1st and 15. See who jumped. So Meyer will come back
out. So one lineman comes off. Swap out lineman.
Two wide here to the near side. That is Robita and Drew. And
kind of a split back formation there next to Meyer. They said Lopez in motion. And Lopez here to the near side. He's going to get the corner. He'll get hit. He's going to roll out of bounds. After picking up about 8, maybe 9. So yeah, that's 8. So that will set up second and... We'll go second and 8. Gain of 7 for Lopez. And so second and 8 now. They do send Robita out to the far side. Rue is tight to the near side, or far side as well. I formation with Healy and Lopez. The give this time is to Healy. Healy's just going to get one. And that'll set up a 3rd and 7. Healy got into the line, but just nowhere to go after that. You start to see that experience difference. Neillsville Granton returning a lot of starters from last year's team. This Colby team, we talked about it, saw it, heard it in the pregame show, graduated 15 off of last year's team, including a lot of impact players. Snap. This is dropping back the throw. They've got Rue wide open. He's got the first down and more. Shaking and baking, turning. He'll get across the 50 down to the 45. That is going to be a gain of 20 for Tevin Rue. 1st and 10. Good, well-designed play there by Colby. In a couple games, southern part of the area, moved up a bit. So you're starting to see some scores roll in. We'll try and go through all the games that have been played at halftime. They said Rue in motion. Rue will take the handoff. He's going to turn the corner. He's going to have a chunk. He's going to get out to the 40. That's going to be a gain of 7. Tevin Rue having himself an early day. He's got 14 yards rushing, 30 yards receiving. Caden Healy doing some math. Caden Healy with 17 yards rushing. He's carried the ball 6 times. So they come back out, one wide here to the near side. Now 2 wide to the near side, Rue and Robita. They send Lopez in motion. The give is to Healy up the middle. Healy pushing forward. And he is going to pick up about 1.5. So that will set up, actually, we're going to, not quite even that much. It's going to leave it 3rd and 3. So just a yard. But they've really been keying in on Healy. We'll see if they do some misdirection here. Maybe a play-action fake, but Healy and Lopez split backs behind Meyer. Tight ends either side. He also was a tight end there on the far side. Snap. The give is to Healy. Healy breaks the first tackle. They had him in the backfield. He will get that one across the 30 to the 25. Gain of 12. They had him. They had him in the backfield, and Healy using the moves just a little bit there to break free. 4:10 remaining. The clock continues to click. Now they'll send Rue out to the far side. Robita here to the near side. Healy is next to Meyer, who's in shotgun. Snap. They give it. Healy coming out the far side, cuts it back. He will get a few. So Healy will pick up 7. So Healy picks up 7. That's 2nd and 3. Actually, 6. 2nd and 4. Healy. 9 carries already for Caden Healy. They've really been running them. They'll go I formation with Robita to the far side. Rue tight here to the near side along with Caden Weezy. Snap. Toss. Healy coming out the far side. Good block. Runs into his own guys. That slows him down. Cuts back, and he's going to be forced out of bounds. It's going to be near the first down marker. He should have it. See where they mark it. They are going to mark it. Nope, that is going to be a first down. He does just get it.
So
Never mind. First down, Colby.
So on 2nd and 4, Healy gets 5. That sets up 1st and 10. Nice little run there. Might have had a little more, but Lopez got pushed back just a little bit on that block. Actually ran into Caden Healy. So now they're going to go the 2 wings. Healy wing here to the near side, Rue wing to the far side. Lopez is the fullback. They do not give to Lopez. They fake to Lopez, go to Healy. Healy coming to the outside. Gets brought down, but he'll be down near the 10. That's going to be a gain of 5. Austin Schultz in on the tackle, 2nd and 5. As we approach the end of the first quarter. 18 plays Colby has run in the first half. Neillsville's run 4. Colby dominating possession here as they have been methodical down the field, so they will have 2nd and 5.
Next,
Voss is the full. Gavin Voss. But they will give to Lopez coming off the wing. Lopez has some trouble in the backfield. They're going to grab him. They're going to take him down. They're going to get him all the way back at the 20. That is going to be a loss of 4. Andrew Brown in on the tackle. That will set up 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9 to go.
Unlike previous years where you would look at this situation is 2-down territory for the Hornets. Sounds like they've got a kicker this year. So we'll see if that changes the decision, making it all for Coach Hagan. They set Voss in motion. They fake. They give it to Rue on the end around. He's going to be piled up right away. Of 0 for Tevin Rue as they had that one worked out. And I think, taking a look here, actually Brost will be doing the kicking. So Brost is going to kick the field goal. He'll try and kick the field goal. Caden Weezy will hold. So Brost will line up. This is going to be a 32-yard field goal. Snap. Ball is down. Kick is on the way. The kick is good. Number 55. Tucker Brost field goal. Colby is on the board. Exactly 1 minute remaining here in the first quarter. We're going to step aside for just a moment. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this.
Turning out this evening supporting your Colby Hornets. As you came in tonight, you were given a numbered ticket with a $5,000 touchdown throw sponsored by Howard Bank Insurance and Investment Services. Please hang on to this ticket as you can be selected to throw a 15-yard touchdown pass. If you're selected, you can claim $2,500, $2,500, what you have running.
Tucker Brost, 32-yard field goal, gets Colby on the board, and Brost out to kick it off. He will step up and whistles thrown. Whistles and a flag. It's going to be offside against Neillsville, so they're going to get 5 extra yards on the kickoff.
Dead ball, free kick, infraction. Wait.
So that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. So now Brost will kick from the 45. And with his leg, that's might be a touchback. Or try and pop it up a little bit and set up a good return coverage or maybe pin Neillsville deep. So Brost back. We're going to try this again. Steps up, the kick is away. He's going to boot that one towards the corner, and that's going to go into the end zone in the touchback. So Neillsville will start with the ball, 1st and 10 from the 20. 1 minute left here in the first. So it's been a quick first quarter. Just a 3-0. But Neillsville running just the 3 plays in that first quarter. This will be, or 4 plays, we count the punt. This will be the 4th offensive play. So they keep everything pretty tight. Actually, no, now they got 3 wide on that far side. Snap. The toss is to Brown, going to that far side. Coming from behind. Healy's got him from behind. He'll get tackled right at the marker. Looks like that'll be a gain of nothing. We'll see where they spot it. Nope, they're going to mark that one right back at the 20. So that'll be a gain of nothing. 3 carries, 3 yards for Andrew Brown so far. Neillsville coming back out again. Redirecting traffic. They're directing Ashton Schultz over to the far side. He'll be the wide on the far side. Another wide, a little bit closer to the far side. Low snap. Looking, they're throwing for the tight end. That one's going to be broken up. Mateo Lopez getting in there and defending it. Nice play, Mateo Lopez. Erickson, good throw, bud, right there. So that will set up, in fact, I'm a little behind on that, 3rd and 10 with 15 seconds left. So Colby will come back. Keep a bunch of guys deep. 3 deep right now. A little bit of a tight formation. 3 wide, stacked here to the near side. Snap. Erickson looking to throw. Pressure comes. He's hit. Ball is loose and it's going to be picked up. They're going to rule it down. Colby recovers it. They will have 1st down inside the 10. 1st and goal. Colby did not see who got to that one. There was a host of Colby, but number 60.
Number 60, Levi Domer with a fumble recovery.
Levi Domer will recover the fumble. So that will set Colby up 1st and goal with 8 seconds left. Just inside the 10. And that's what we saw from the Hornet defense last year was the ability to take that ball away. So first and goal from the 9.5. They're going to go the wing set, Healy wide, Healy wing here to the near side, rear wing to the far side. They send Healy in motion. Snap. The give is to Lopez and he goes nowhere. He gets right back there to the line of scrimmage. And that will end the first quarter. Colby threatening again, but they lead 3-0. We'll be back with the second quarter here in just a moment.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Glitter Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Glitter Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Glitter Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
So much wrong with taking Hey now, you're an all-star.
Nicolay Bank is now offering their Real Rewards checking. Want your checking account to work for you? Sign up for the Real Rewards checking and get 3% APY each month on account balances up to $10,000. Terms and conditions apply. Check out nicolaybank.com for more details.
Welcome back. We head to the second
Colby leads 3-0 on the 32-yard field goal by Tucker Bros. Underway, tight formation, I with Healy dotting the I. Snap, toss to Healy. Healy's going to go far side, looking to turn the corner, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Swinging in there, that's going to be...
Number 35, Garner Bark.
35, Garner Bark getting in there on the tackle. He lost one. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. So just on 11, 3rd and goal. You got Brooks, so you don't have to force anything if you don't want to. You can still get the 3 points. They will send Robita out here wide to the near side. Rue is tight, along with Weezy. 2 in the backfield. Snap. Myers going to spin out, looking to throw. He's got to throw into the corner. That is going to be not incomplete. No, they are going to say it's caught. It was caught at the 1. So he did not get in, but it was caught at the 1-yard line. And that's going to set up 4th and goal. And now decision time for Coach Hagan. 4th and goal to 1. That's going to be a 10-yard completion. That one goes to Nathaniel Robita. So 30 yards passing. 3 for Tucker Meyer. They're going to go for it. Side by side, Healy and Lopez. Meyer, snap. He's going to give it on the head. Back here at Colby. Sorry about that. Internet cutting out for just a moment, but Colby gets the touchdown on the 1-yard run by Caden Healy. But the big play on that drive, the catch by, as we try and get everything back working again. That one's going to be hit high end over end. That one's going to go into the end zone. That's going to be a touchback. So that will start 1st and 10. So they will start at the 20. That is a huge weapon to have. So Neillsville only run 5 offensive plays, or 6 offensive plays. That 3rd down play, the strip, and then the recovery by Colby. Erickson with Brown next to him. Everybody else tight. Erickson's going to take it this time. He's going to try and turn the corner, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Read perfectly by the D. That's going to be brought down by number 5. That's Caden Weezy. That is going to be a loss of 4. Loss of 3. So it'll be 2nd and 13 for Neillsville. So that will bring 2 wide to the far side. Erickson in the shotgun. Snap. The give coming to the far side. That's going to be Brown. Brown met right at it, and he's going to get back to just beyond the original line of scrimmage. He'll get 5. Mateo Lopez in on the tackle. That is going to set up 3rd and 10. Well, really 9.5, but we'll go. Oh, no, actually, check that. It's not 3rd and 10. Getting my lines crossed up. He actually got 1 on that one. So, yeah, that one, no numbers on the field, so sometimes it catches you out a little bit. So, long 3rd down here for Neillsville. Snap. Looking at drop back pressure coming. Loses the ball. That is going to be picked up, lost into the end zone. We'll see who got it. That is going to be a touchdown, Colby. That one is going to be recovered by Gavin Voss. The strip and the fumble. And that one caused by Tevin Rue. Tevin Rue forcing the fumble. And then that one bounced around a little bit, ended up in the end zone, and touchdown Colby. Gavin Voss ending up on that one, I believe. And Tucker Bros out to kick, and all of a sudden, this game has swung very quickly here in the second half, or second quarter. Chance to make it 17-0. Step up, the kick. Up, and it is good. 17-0 Colby. 11:05 remaining here in the second quarter. We will be back with a kickoff in just a moment.
With 100 years of working experience, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Whether you're looking for a new home, recreation land, or a place to start your new business, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Stop into either of their convenient locations on West Broadway Avenue in Medford or North 4th Street in Abbotsford, or find them online at c21dairyland.com to find out more. Century 21 Dairyland Realty, a proud supporter of local athletics.
Two forced fumbles leading to 2 touchdowns for the Colby Hornets. They lead 17-0, 9:42 remaining here. Keeping an eye on the weather, there is storms due in starting about 8. So we might get ourselves a bit of a delay here. We don't know for sure. We don't. But Tucker Bros back to kick. Back deep, Brown and Caleb Rose. That kick, high end over end. They're going to go on the Rose's side. He will take it, and he will flip that one back over to Brown. Brown coming all on the far side into some traffic, and he's not going to make the 20. He will go out of bounds. That's going to be, they're going to mark it right at the 15. And Neillsville will take over 1st and 10. So Rose giving the flip to Brown, trying to get the stronger return guy the ball, but so that will bring out 2 wide here to the near side. That is going to be Schultz and Braylon Boyer. Snap, looking to throw. The throw comes over to the far side. They got Boyer wide open. He's going to look to turn the corner. Right there is Rue and Meyer, and he is going to go down right near the first down marker, and he's going to have it. So they will get the 10 yards. First completion by Bryce Erickson. So nice little out pass there. They get 1st and 10 right at the 25. So a gain of exactly 10. And they will send Schultz and Boyer out here to the near side. Brown in the backfield next to Erickson. Erickson gets a snap, looks to drop back. He's going to go the other way. That one a little too far for the tight end. That is Reese McDonald. Just let him a little too far. And that will set up 2nd and 10. As our clock decides to cut out, we will get that. So Erickson, shotgun as we get underway. Erickson passing over here to the near side, intercepted! Tevin Rue jumps the slant route, intercepted, 1st and 10 Colby. Tevin Rue, a forced fumble and interception, not to mention he's got 14 yards rushing and 30 yards receiving. Do everything back here today for the Hornets, and they will have 1st and 10 right at the 30-yard line. Ball's on the wrong hash mark. Yeah, they put that, we're using the wrong hash, that one out where the number should be. They'll get that one on the right spot now. So Tevin Rue just jumping that slant route. And now snap. That one, give up the middle for Lopez. Just a quick hitter. That'll get 5. So 2nd and 5. So clock ticking down here, 2nd and 5. As squad car heads flying down right behind us here. So that will now get that split, that wing formation. They send Healy in motion. The give is to Lopez up the middle. Lopez will pound forward for a few more. That will be 2 more for Lopez. That will set up a 3rd and 3. So 3rd and 3 from, well, about 3rd and about 3.5, we'll call it, from the 23.5. So Warriors trying to hold things down. Rue the wing to the near side, Healy the wing to the far side, Lopez is the fullback. They send Healy in motion. The give is to Healy, working off this near side. He will cut it back. He has the first down and more. He will have that one down near the 10. That will be a first down. So it will be, actually they'll mark him out at the 15. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 15. So now they move it forward a little bit. It's down to the 13, and they will stay in. Nope, now we get split backs. Healy and Lopez the split backs. Rue and tight ends either side. Rue an extra tight end here on the near side. They will not give. It's going to be a throw going for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. No flag. They were looking for 84 Nathaniel Robita, but just not quite there. And that'll be 2nd and 10. Robita just losing his footing, trying to turn around. He was double covered. So maybe not the best decision there by Meyer. They said Meyer not Peyton Manning slow, but definitely not the fastest guy on the field. So, but now they will do the wing formation again. We'll see who they put in motion. Rue will go in motion. Snap. The give is to Lopez. Lopez will go nowhere. He will get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. That will set up 3rd and 10. So actually he loses a yard, so that's going to be 3rd and 11. Looked like he got back, but the knee might have gone down early. So Meyer under center, split backs. Everybody else tight. Snap. Fakes the handoff. Dropping back. Pressure comes at the screen pass. They've got Lopez with blockers in front. Cuts it to the outside. He will go into the end zone. Touchdown, Colby. Perfectly drawn up screen pass by the Hornets. And they put another one in. It is 23-0. That is a 16-yard touchdown pass. So the screen to Lopez works to perfection. You saw there the line just letting everybody through, and Lopez, nobody there. So Tucker Brost on to kick the extra point. Snap, ball is down, kick is on the way. It's low, but it is good. 24-0 Colby, 6:43 remaining here. We'll fix that when we come back. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment.
Living every day to the fullest. Giving hugs and laughing loudly. Bringing joy to those you love. Vaccines set us free to live openly. Schedule yours today.
At Clitter Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clitter Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clitter Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clitter Insurance.
Welcome back. A 15-yard screen pass from Tucker Meyer to... as that one is kicked high end over end to Lopez. Brown will get this one. He will reverse it. That one's going to come over here to the near side. Rose, and he is going to be caught at the 15. And he will go down right there. So Neillsville Tanner Holubka on the tackle, but Neillsville will start deep in their own territory again. Last 3 drives for Neillsville have been fumble, what resulted in the next drive for Colby resulted in a touchdown. A fumble for a touchdown as another cop goes by. Fumble return for a touchdown, and then obviously the interception that led to the 15-yard touchdown pass from Tucker Meyer to Mateo Lopez. That one by Tevin Rue. So they'll come out 2 wide to the far side, 1 to the near side. Snap. Toss is to Brown. Brown gets past the first defender, but he's not going to get past much else. He is going to be brought down inside the 15. He will be down at the 10, at the 12. So he is going to, they'll mark it at 13. He's going to lose 4. So Brown, -4. Zero yards for Brown right now. They will send Schultz wide to the far side along with, can't see the other number. Now looking to the pass, they get the screen pass, but not quite there. They were trying to hit Rose, but not there. And that will set up, getting caught up here, 3rd and 15. So 5:52 remaining, and Colby with a chance to hold here. So they will send Gavin Barth. Braylon Boyer, and Schultz out on that far side, looking to go. He's going to go for it all. That one's going to be incomplete. Well overthrown. Boyer looking at the official for a second there, but not much there. And that will set us up for another punt. 4th and 15. And Neillsville yet to get a first down here in the first half. Oh, they do have first down. Check that. 1 first down in the first half. So Brown back to punt. Gets the snap. Good snap. Kick is away. High end over end. Rue will take it right out just inside the 50. Rue coming forward just by the foot sharing, just by the shoestrings. He'll get tackled, but he'll be down just near the 30. And that will set up 1st and 10 for Colby. They will be at the 34 as they get things going here. Whoop, our official had to go down on a knee to try and catch that one. A little bit of a bad throw from the official. That one touched the ground, so that's an incompletion on the officials. Meyer comes in with the play. Colby looking to tack on here. They lead 24-0. They will kick off in the second half. Split backs, that is Healy and Lopez. Rue tight here to the near side along with Weezy. Tight on the far side, that is Robita. Snap, the give up the middle to Lopez. He will have a good chunk of yards there. He will pick up 7. So Lopez picks up another 7 yards rushing. Continues to tick here. Colby in no hurry. All 3 timeouts left along with plenty of in good field position. So Meyer with the I formation. It's Lopez and Healy in the I. Robita wide here to the near side. Snap. Toss to Healy. Healy going far side. He's going to cut that one back. He's got the first down and more. Looking to get past. He's going to get piled up. Boyer was first there, but Healy's going to have the first down and then some. That is going to be a gain on the ground of 15 for Caden Healy. So good first half, Caden Healy. Tomahawk leads under 7-0. That's a bit of a surprise. So Healy the lone back. Snap. Give is to Healy. Healy cutting it back. Almost loses the football. He's going to hold on to it, and he's just going to take a couple. He'll end up with 4 on that run. Clock continuing to run here. So Healy gets 4. Actually, no, we're going to make that 3. They move the ball back just a little bit. Healy with 3. Little substitution there for Neillsville. But now we look as it'll be the tight formation, split backs behind. That is going, Healy out on this one. Snap, the give. Lopez up the middle. He's going to have the first down inside the 5. Not marked first down. So that is going to be 3rd and 1. So that would be 3rd and 1 for Colby. That one just short. So 3rd and 1. Meyer, snap, give. Lopez up the middle. This time he'll have the first down, leaning forward. That's going to stop the clock, and that'll set up 1st and goal. Lopez picks up 4. 1st and goal, Colby at the 2. Clock to run. Ours is... So Colby looking to punch this one in. So this will be Voss and Lopez in the split behind Meyer. Snap, give. Lopez up the middle. He is into the end zone. Touchdown, Colby. Teo Lopez runs it in for 2 yards and the TD. 30-0 Colby. So Lopez, his second touchdown, he's caught one, and he has run one in, and this time it'll be number 3, Tate Smith, to do the holding on the kick. Brost out to kick it. He's been 3 for 3 from extra points along with the field goal. Low snap, kick down, kick is on the way, and it is good. Good job by Smith to get that one down. They convert the extra point, 31-0 Colby. 2:42 remaining here in the first half. We'll be back with the kickoff right after this.
Hi, this is Jason Miller from US Cellular and Northside Computers. We're currently celebrating our 25th year of doing business here in Marshfield. All of the money that has been spent here is spent at other establishments that we do business with. We employ local people. We've sponsored numerous North Youth Apprenticeship programs and sponsored sporting events and other things of that nature. Of all the places you could purchase a cell phone or a computer from, we want to thank you for doing business with us.
Welcome back. Tucker Brost to kick again. He's had a few kickoffs here as well, a bunch of touchbacks. He will kick from the 40 as we get set, get underway here. The kick, high end-over-end kick. That'll get to Rose. Rose will hand that one off, and that one's going to come along that far side. That's going to be Brown. Brown looking to get a good return here. He will get that one out to the 25. And that will be 1st and 10 for Neillsville Granton at the 26. We'll mark it right at the 25. So Neillsville, if nothing else, looking for their second first down. Just try and get some positive offense here to the half. Another matchup with Boyle coming up next week for them, for Neillsville. Colby goes to Spencer. Snap, the handoff. That one goes to Rose, and he is going to go nowhere. And whistles. Clock will stop. Actually, no, they are going to give Rose 1. And Colby is going to take a timeout. So Colby takes the timeout. That is their first. We'll step aside here for just a moment. We'll be back in just a few. Colby takes the timeout, maybe trying to punch this, try and get one more shot at it. Maybe set up the running clock to start right at halftime. Give them a chance to bring the backups in and maybe just call this one if the storms start coming in. I haven't seen it yet. We'll check the weather at halftime. So it is 2nd and 10. Erickson in the shotgun. Snap. The hand goes to Brown. He gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, and he will go nowhere. And we're going to get another timeout by Colby. So, actually, that was a handoff to Rose. So that's going to be 0. And that will set up 3rd and 10. We will keep it here. Stick around at halftime. We'll go through the first half stats, do some run around, some scores we can find in the Marawood. Edgar hosting the Lakeland Thunderbirds, playing up 4 divisions today. You've got Abbotsford hosting. Abbotsford is in Loyal. Auburndale is hosting Rib Lake Prentice. Marathon, we've got Rochelle today. I'm going to have to look at that one to be sure. And then Pittsfield is hosting Augusta. Pittsfield, the new member of the Marawood this year, they come over from the Central Wisconsin Small. So we will see Pittsfield here later in the season. So 2:19 remaining. We get our clock synced up with the clock here. 3rd and 10. Chance for Colby to hold on to a timeout if Neillsville looks to throw, which I think they probably will at this point. 3rd and 10. So it is Boyer and Schultz wide here to the near side. Snap, dropping back, pressure comes, a throw, incomplete! That is going to be Rue and Nathaniel Robita coming in on that one on the coverage. That will set up 4th and 10. 2:15 remaining. And that will bring out the punt unit. So Brown's going to come up front. Rue and Lopez back deep for the Hornets. Rue able to had a pretty good return earlier. Also got himself blown up earlier on a play. Some confusion on the line. So Colby's still with a timeout. So confusion, and now we're going to get a timeout, and Neillsville is going to have to use a timeout. Couldn't get the punt formation set up right. So Neillsville will take the timeout. We will take it with them. 2:15 remaining. 4th and 10 when we come back.
I splooshed my phone in the road crater? Am I covered or no?
Well, hey Carm, you're never gonna believe this. A sturgeon just hit my Chevy. Am I covered or no?
Interesting. And yes.
I had a couple 30 packs explode in my garage. Am I covered or no?
I've been there before, bud. It's a sad day.
Oh. Aren't you 2-time Rose Bowl champ Bill Ferrario?
Yeah, you better call Marshfield Insurance and ask for Premium Boy. Whether you're hitting fish
or hitting football players,
the agents at Marshfield Insurance have the answers.
Welcome back. Taking a check at the radar. Looks like we're going to be in good shape. Everything's staying over in Minnesota, so we should have no problem getting this one in. But it is going to be Warriors back to punt. Back to Colby. Snap. Brown will step up. He will get a kickoff. Another good one. That'll be Rue at the 45. He's going to cut that one back. Gets by the first guy. Gets past a couple more, and he will be brought down at the 45. That tackle done by number 10. Gavin Barth finally getting him on the ground. But Colby will get possession back. 1st and 10. So it'll actually be at the 44. They will mark Colby. So Colby will start out. They will send Rue and Robita out wide to the far side. Lopez and Weezy wide here to the near side. Healy in the backfield. Snap. Meyer looking to throw the short pass. That's going to be caught by Rue. Rue looking to turn the corner. He will not. Ball comes out. They're going to say he's down. They're going to say he was down before the ball came out. So now the hurry up. 2nd and 4. So that is handoff. Healy coming over here to the near side. Turns the corner. He's going to have the first down. Keeps it going. That is going to stop the clock. Colby.
First down, Colby.
Colby getting away with a hold on that one. On the edge there. But Colby will keep it going. That is going to be a 10-yard run by Healy. So Meyer will work out of the shotgun. Clock, 1:22 remaining. Meyer drops back. Little pressure comes. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw for the end zone. Rue is there. It is incomplete. Rue getting into the defensive back on that one. The Neillsville guy, that is 80. Braylon Boyer in. Boyer there. Get in the way, and Rue forced to play defensive back on that one. So that will set up 2nd and 10. I formation. Wide here to the near side is Robita. Rue is tight on the near side. Snap. Meyer looking to pass. Pressure comes. It's another screen pass to Lopez. Lopez breaks the first tackle. He will have the first down. He will be inside the 10. 12-yard completion. And that will set up another 1st and 10. 1:04 remaining. Clock runs. Colby will have 1st and goal. And Colby really just marching their way down the field. This is the kind of offense we might see more of as the year goes on. Handoff. Comes over here near side. Healy. Healy's got the corner. Flag comes in. He's into the end zone, but the flag comes in the area of holding. And we'll see what the call is. Yeah, that is going to be holding. As something going on here in Colby.
Holding. Offense. 10-yard penalty. Still 2nd down.
Still first down. Yeah, still 1st down. So that is going to be, they're going to mark that one. So it was 1st and goal from the 11. So it was right at the line. Clock runs. But, so we ran it earlier. So we'll just caught up here. Looking to throw. They're going to throw that one short to Rue, and that one's going to be incomplete. So that'll be 2nd down. So Tucker Meyer looking for Rue again. A little out route there. Not quite able to connect. So that'll be 2nd and goal from the 11. .32 seconds remaining. Colby still has a timeout. So they can definitely run it here. They will come out. Healy next to Meyer in the shotgun. Rue and Robita out to the far side. Weezy and that one dropping back. Pressure comes. Meyer in trouble. Works his way out of it. He's just going to tuck and run. And he'll be brought down. And Colby will use their final timeout. So that'll be 1 yard rushing for Tucker here. That will set up a big 3rd and goal. We will keep it here. Probably here in the background, it's also pull weekend here in Colby on the other side of town, but we can hear it all the way down here. Also, while we're in the timeout, we'll zoom in. I think we can get a shot of the... No, we can't get a shot of the grill. Never mind. Grill is up here, so if you want to come down for the second half, if you're worried about the weather, make your trip down here during halftime. Get yourself a very good burger down from the concession stand. 31-0. Colby with the lead. Caden Healy. $16 carries for Caden Healy is what I've got him for. Might have a few more that I've missed on the stat sheet, but we'll go through the stats. But a big 3rd and goal here. 3rd and goal from right at the end. So Meyer in the backfield. Healy next to him. Robita and Rue wide out there to the far side. Snap. Looking to drop back. Pressure comes. They're going to throw to Rue in the corner. Jump ball. Incomplete. 18 seconds left. Jump ball for Tevin Rue. Rue, probably not the guy you want to throw a jump ball to. That's one maybe go more for Robita or Wheezy. But Bros will come on to look to kick the field goal. This one will be 27-yard field goal. So a bit of an angle. It will be number 3, Tate Smith, to hold for Brost. They switch out holders here. So they look, the snap, ball is down, kick is on the way, it's blocked! So they get the block. So that will give Neillsville the ball. Nice block there. Did not see who came in on the block, but... So the kick is blocked, and that will set up 1st and 10, and I doubt we're going to see much on the offensive side from Neillsville here. We'll see. Maybe they might run something up the middle, see if they can break something. But 15 and timeouts, don't know if you're really going to get much of a chance going. That's going to be 93 yards. Maybe a couple of run plays, something safe. But they will send 2 wide out to the far side. That will be Boyer and Schultz. Brown is next to Erickson, who will then come up and be under center. Snap. Erickson is just going to power forward for a few. And that is going to be the end of the half. It is half dominated by the Colby Hornets. As the clock ticks down, we head to the half. 31-0 Colby. We will be back in just a few with the first half stats and the forward financial toss, the cheese toss, and all the other festivities here in Colby in just a moment. missed the throw from Forward Bank. We thank them for sponsoring that all over the area. We're back here at the half. It is 30-0. A quick look at the first half. That's the way we have them. Missed a few. Tucker Meyer, 6 of 10 for 74 yards and a touchdown. Most of those incompletions coming on that last drive where they were trying to sneak one in there right at the end. Caden Healy, 17 for 97 and a touchdown. Tevin Rue, 5 rushes for 13 yards. Mateo Lopez, 9 carries for 25 yards and a touchdown. Tucker Meyer, 2 carries for 4 yards. Receiving Tevin Rue, 3 catches for 36 yards. Number 84, that is Nathaniel Robita, 1 catch for 10 yards. And then Mateo Lopez, 2 catches, 28 yards and a touchdown. Tucker Gross goes 1 for 2 on field goals. He hits a 32 and he has a shorter one blocked. Also 3 for 3 on, or excuse me, 4 for 4 on extra points. Flipping the book over, Neillsville, Bryce Erickson passing. He is 1 for 7 for 10 yards and an interception. That one catch goes to Brandon Moyer. He's got the lone catch, 1 for 10. Rushing, Andrew Brown, 5 carries for 0 yards. Erickson, 1 carry for -3 yards. And Caleb Rose, 1 carry for 10 yards. Bryce Erickson, also the interception and 2 fumbles, one of which was returned for a touchdown. So that is your first half stats. We got the pulls going on. You can hear them a little bit away. Just a bit more here. We got about 10 minutes to the second half. We'll be back with some first half thoughts here in just a few minutes.
Living every day to the fullest. Giving hugs and laughing loudly. Bringing joy to those you love. Vaccines set us free to live openly. Schedule yours today.
Nicolay Bank is now offering their Real Rewards checking. Want your checking account to work for you? Sign up for the Real Rewards checking and get 3% APY each month on account balances up to $10,000. Terms and conditions apply. Check out nicolaybank.com for more details. With 100 years of working experience, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Whether you're looking for a new home, recreation land, or a place to start your new business, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Stop into either of their convenient locations on West Broadway Avenue in Medford or North 4th Street in Abbotsford, or find them online at c21dairyland.com to find out more. Century 21 Dairyland Realty, a proud supporter of local athletics.
At Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, we are here to help you with your local home needs. Whether it's your first house, or your dream house, or your last house, Fairway is here for you. We care about our customers because they are not only our neighbors, but our friends. We are a locally owned mortgage company, and we pride ourselves on helping better our community and our customers. If you would like to learn more about your home options, please give me a call today at 715-384-7878. At Fairway Independent Mortgage.
Welcome back. We are at the half, flipping around a few other scores we've seen come across. Good one brewing in Marshfield. Mosinee leads Stratford 14-6. Edgar leads Lakeland 14-0. Medford leading New Richmond 8-6. Red Raiders leading Rib Lake Prentice 16-0. Marathon over Rib Lake Prentice. Still looking for a Pittsfield score. And still looking for an Abbotsford score. Those are the two we don't have right now. So if you have those, drop them in the comments for us. But Colby leads here 31-0. I mean, really, that's a story of turnovers. 3 turnovers one turnover directly leading to points on the returned fumble that was forced by Tevin Rue. You also had the Tevin Rue interception that set up the last touchdown, along with the other forced fumble that turned into a touchdown right at the beginning of the second quarter. So, but also here for Colby, it's a lot of just that game. You know, you're seeing a little more of the passing, obviously, with Tucker Meyer. 6 of 10 for 74 yards and a touchdown, but still, Katie, 97 yards on 17 carries, really the worst in the first half. But that run setting up in the later part of that half, the pass. You know, you had the screen pass, that play-action screen pass for the touchdown to Lopez. That was really set up by the fact that they've had to, fill the box to slow down Caden Healy. So we've got ourselves about 3.5 minutes at the start of this one. We're going to take one more break. We will be back with the kickoff of the second half in just a moment.
Clitter Insurance, we know you want to protect your business. The Clitter Insurance team will help you choose the insurance package and plan that fits you and your business. At Clitter Insurance, protecting your business is our top priority.
Clitter Insurance.
With 100 years of working experience, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Whether you're looking for a new home, recreation land, or a place to start your new business, the team at Century 21 Dairyland Realty are ready to help you. Stop into either of their convenient locations on West Broadway Avenue in Medford or North 4th Street in Abbotsford, or find them online at c21dairyland.com to find out more. Century 21 Dairyland Realty, a proud supporter of local athletics.
Clinner Insurance of Northern Wisconsin is your qualified, experienced team for custom insurance packages for your vehicle, your home, and your family. At Clinner Insurance, protecting your family is our top priority.
Clinner Insurance.
Hi, this is Jason Miller from US Cellular and Northside Computers. We're currently celebrating our 25th year of doing business here in Marshfield. All of the money that has been spent here is spent at other establishments that we do business with. We employ local people. We've sponsored numerous North Youth Apprenticeship programs and sponsored sporting events and other things of that nature. Of all the places you could purchase a cell phone or a computer from, we want to thank you for doing business with us.
Employee at once asked me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Welcome back. We are getting set here for the second half. Colby will be kicking off to Neillsville. So Neillsville will get the first shot at this one. Colby leads 31-0. Right now, the candidate for our Century 21 Relentless Player of the game, that is Tevin Rue. Forced fumble, an interception, and he's also caught 3 passes for 36 yards and also ran 5 times for 13 yards. So a little bit of a do-all player out there for the Hornets. As we expected, that's kind of what you expect from Tevin Rue. We saw a bit of it last year. He'd kind of come in some of those dime situations and was a huge part of that offense. Haven't seen any other scores come across. We're going to take a quick peek at the comments. See Mr. Matt Omakin is watching from his trip up there to Alaska. He will be back on the call next week for us in Spencer. The Colby Hornets take the very short trip down Highway 13. We'll take on the Spencer Rockets. Spencer making the long trip They are over in Hammond. They are on St. Croix Central Saints. St. Croix Central, no, excuse me, that was St. Croix Falls that beat them in the play last year. That was a really good team we saw last year from St. Croix Falls in round 1 of the playoffs. So, getting ahead of myself a week. Colby will be kicking off to the south. They will be kicking left to right across the screen. Neillsville will put Brown and Rose back deep to return. Defense that has allowed a total of 22 yards in the first half of the field to start. I think I have a feeling we'll start seeing some new faces pretty early in this one as the kick is away. High end over end. That one's going to go over Rose. That's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. And the Warriors will start from the 20. So first and 10. 31. There we go. Get everything figured out here. So they will come out. They will bring 2 receivers to the near side. That is the same we've seen, Boyer and Schultz. And that is Brown in the shotgun snap. Hand to Brown. Brown into the line. He might fall forward for half a yard. We will give him 1. And the clock runs. So most of the starters still on the field for Neillsville, trying to avoid getting running clocked here. So Schultz and Boyer will come out here wide to the near side. Brown is next to Erickson, who's in the shotgun. Snap. They fake it. Pressure comes immediately. Tevin Rue is there, and he will have the sack. Tevin Rue does it again. That is going to be a loss of 8. Excuse me, third. That'll be 3rd and 18. So 3rd and 18 for Neillsville, as Tevin Rue has all but cemented being the Century 21 relentless player of the game tonight. Still a chance for somebody else to take it away, but they're going to come out and they will do the draw with Brown, and Brown will go nowhere. He might be. That will be 4th and 17. So Brown will pick up 1, and Tevin Rue in on the tackle again. So that one comes back out, and it'll be Rue and Lopez back to return this punt from Brown. As we see Weston there, short a player on the Neillsville side. They've got to get a guy in quick. Barth coming in, he's the snapper. So they will get the play here. Ready, the snap back to Brown. Brown will get the kick away, high end over end. Lopez, that will take a bounce and a roll, and that will be dead at the 40. Colby will take over, 1st and 10. 9:42 remaining. So Colby will have the ball here to start, and it looks like most of the starters still in the field. So Colby trying to get this clock running. So make sure to check out all the scores. They go at onfocus.news/sports tonight. Wings to either side. It's Healy. Healy, the wing in motion. Snap. Handoff goes to Lopez, and he will spin forward for 1. So Lopez will pick up 1. And Erickson on Logan Erickson, on the tackle. We'll set up second and we'll call it 2nd and 10. That was a gain of just short of 1. So they'll stay right back in that wing formation. Meyer under center. They send Rue in motion. The hand goes to Rue. Look at the far side. Cuts it back. He will get out near the 35 at the 36. That's up 3rd and 6. So he will get 4 on that one. Michael Harris in on the tackle. So 3rd and 6. They send Robita out wide here to the near side. Rue is tight on the near side. Wheezy tight on the far side. I formation. Lopez and Healy. Snap. Meyer drops back. Pressure comes. The throw is caught by Rue. Rue makes the catch. He goes down, but he gets the first down. And Tevin Rue is hurt. Oh, it looks like he might just be cramping up a little bit. That's going to be a first down. Rue went down quickly, and I think that's because he started cramping up there. So it'll be 1st and 10. Stops. 8:29 remaining. So, yeah, they're stretching him out, so that's definitely a cramp. But Tevin Rue with another catch. That catch goes for 10. So that's now 4 catches, 46 yards for Tevin Rue. Along with 2 sacks, a forced fumble, an interception. So Rue is going to come off the field. He'll come off under his own power. Yeah, definitely a cramp. So loss for Colby there with Rue on the sideline. Team here, so that's going to bring number 20, Brody Vigut, out. He was going to take that wing that Rue was on. They will send Healy in motion. Snap. Give is up the middle to Lopez. Lopez powering through, and he's going to have the first down. Lopez up the middle. He will get 12.
First down, Colby.
Try and catch up. Colby has the first down. They will be 1st and 10, just inside the 15 at the 14. So they stay in that 2-wing. Vigut wing here to the near side. Healy wing to the far side. Lopez is the fullback. They send that in motion. It's a fumble. Healy able to pick it up. He will recover it. But that's slows down, but he will get a yard on that. So that will set up 2nd and 9. Give him 1. And one of the Colby coaches are telling him to hold on to it next time. Or it might have been a parent too. Not sure. Continues to run. Meyer, they send Healy in motion. That give is to Lopez, and he is met right in the middle. He will lose the yard. That up 3rd and 10. No, they'll give a loss of 1, so it'll be 3rd and 11. So New Medford now leads Medford 12-8 over in New Richmond. We will most likely possibly see the Medford Raiders next Friday. They go to Amherst. Snap. Meyer, little jump pass, well defended. That is going to be Austin Groves tipping that one away, and that will set up 4th as we catch our clock up. Incompletion for Tucker. Meyer now 7 for 12 for 84 yards, and we're going to get a field goal attempt here. So that's going to be from the 32. So Wheezy back in the hold. So they will line up the snap. Ball is down. Kick is on the way. It will go sideways, and it will be good. Shane Garth may be getting a hand on that one. Couldn't tell for sure, but that will be a turnover on downs. even if he didn't get a hand on it, definitely changed the kick, and that resulted in the miss. So Colby comes up empty, 6:38 remaining. So it'll be 1st and 10 from right on the 20. 1st and 10, Erickson with Brown on the side. Schultz and Boyer here to the near side. Snap. Erickson dropping back to pass. Pressure comes, looking the far side. A little too high and complete. They were looking for Austin Gross and just missed him there. It'll be 2nd and 10. Or was that Jace Pickle? They say 33. I thought 3. One of the two was the intended receiver, but that was... That's the first pass of the second half. So they will come back out 2nd and 10. Erickson with Brown on the far side. 3 receivers here to the near side. Snap. Erickson looking. Thought about a screen pass. Not there. He will try and break away, and he will go down. Going to lose 2 on the play. That'll go down as a rush. So 3rd and 12 now. So that's going to be, that was meant to be, I think, one of those little fair screen passes, and it just wasn't there. And give credit to Erickson just tucking that one down, trying to get something out of it, because those are the ones that turn into passes. So 3 wide to the far side. Snap to Erickson. He's going to drop back. Pressure comes. He gets away from it. He's going to throw it downfield. The catch is made. Out to the 40. That's going to be a 22-yard completion to Boyer. So Braden Boyer with the catch. That sets up 1st and 10. Running. Stayed inbound, so 1st and 10 for Neillsville. 2 far side. There's a Rose is kind of the fullback. That one, they give it to Brown, and he will get back to the line of scrimmage. That will be a carry of 0. So second, the stop there for Gavin Voss. 2nd and 10, clock runs. So under 5 to play here in the 3rd. So Schultz and Boyer wide to the far side. Rose and Brown in the backfield. It's going to be a drop back. The pressure comes, hit as he throws that one up in the air, and that is going to be incomplete. 3 guys met there at the quarterback. That will be 3rd down. Voss, Root, I didn't see the 3rd person. All met at the quarterback. Voss got the most of that one. A duck floating up in the air, but nobody able to get it. That will set up 3rd and 10. So 3rd and 10. They will send Boyer and Barth wide here to the near side. Gross wide to the far side. Rose and they jump. Somebody jumped. See who the call is. I think that's going to go against. Colby. No. Somebody flinched. So 3rd and 15. I didn't see the flinch. I just saw everybody jumping. So 4:41. So 3rd and 15. They will send guys wide here to the near side. Couldn't see the numbers as they came in. And now that one's going to be a bad snap. Erickson trying to get rid of it, and he's just going to be taken down. So he's going to lose 10. Isaac Brock on the stop, and that will set up 4th and 25. Isaac Brock was the one that got it there. The snap, I think the snap might have come early. Nobody seemed ready. So Brown is going to have to come in and punt this one away. Rue and Lopez back deep. So Brown back in punt formation. And Colby missing somebody, so they're going to send 50. Braden Meyer on quick. And reset. Snap, and that one's over Brown's head. He will pick it up, and he's going to try and kick it. That one's going to bounce around, and that's going to roll out of bounds just outside the 10. The snap over Brown's head, that one is going to set up 1st and 10 for Colby just outside the 10-yard line. So actually they will mark that closer to the 15. Sometimes you get a little confused here with the numbers. I'm used to the games on the turf. So Colby, chance to open this one up and get us to a running clock. So we're going to send Rue out wide here to the near side. Good to see him back on the field. Robita wide to the far side. One back, that is Healy. Snap. They're going to hand to Healy. Healy coming around the corner. He's going to pick up a few. He's going to be down near the 5. They are going to mark him just short. That is going to be a gain of 9 for Caden Healy. That's going to set up 2nd and 1. That's 107 for Caden Healy. He gets 100. He's a candidate for but I think we're going to see plenty 100 yards for Caden Healy this year. Continues to run. Colby taking their time now. Clock running down here in the 3rd quarter, excuse me. 2nd and 1. Split backfield, Healy and Lopez. Snap. Meyer, the give is to Rue. Rue will turn the corner, and he will get down side, and that'll set up 1st and goal. That'll be down near the 3. So Tevin Rue will pick up 4.
First down, Colby.
Another 4 for Tevin Rue. Gets that one down inside the 3 near the 2. So 4 chances for Colby to punch it in here from the 2. They will come out. Bunch formation. They're going to do 2 backs in the backfield. That is Healy. Now they go to the formation. Rue here to the near side, wing to the far side. They in motion. The give is to Healy. Healy looking for the corner. He's going to cut that one back. He's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Colby! Healy runs it in from 2 yards out. Gets the touchdown, his 2nd of the game. Colby leads now 37-0. Extra point pending. So 2:11 remaining. So it'll be, nope, they're going to bring Tate Smith back out to hold. And it'll be Tucker Brose to kick the extra point. So Brose will set that up, looking to make it 38-0. Snap, high snap, ball is down, kick is on the way. It is no good. Just hooked it. And so we will stay 37-0. Colby will kick off right after this.
Oh shoot, I'm missing the. I'm just gonna turn the possession off.
All right, Caden Healy. I forgot to run a commercial. Caden Healy has got 20 carries now for 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. He gets the 2-yard touchdown run. Just breaking that one off the side, and that will mean running clock for us. Assuming Neillsville doesn't score here in the next 2:11. Should be running clock the rest of the way. I have a feeling we'll see some new faces on defense here for Colby now that they've secured that running clock. And they can get through this one and get themselves start getting ready for a tough Spencer Columbus team on next Friday, a game you can watch right here. The kickoff, high end-over-end kick. That one's going to be left to go into the end zone, and that's going to blow the whistle, and that's going to be a touchback, and we are going to start from 1st and 10 for Neillsville from the 20. Only downside of the touchback, clock doesn't start running yet. We'll see. We're going to see, looks as if, nope, we see, oh, Erickson stays out there. Starters stay out for Neillsville. Snap. Erickson drops back, looking to throw. He's going to get that little flare out to Brown. Brown, traffic comes, but he's going to squirt through that. He will be out of bounds. So the pass, it's going to be 2nd and 4. Oh, we'll go 2nd and 3. We'll give a yard completion to Brown. So that sets up 2nd and 3. 2 wide here to the near side. That Schultz and Boyer, bad in motion. Snap, Erickson dropping back, looking to pass. He's going to go for it all here to the near side, and it's incomplete. Good pass there, number 41, Eli Schmidt. So that'll set up 3rd and 3. Clock does run. So the clock will run the rest of the way, barring injuries and timeouts and scores. So under a minute, we'll step aside. Make sure to stick around to the end. We'll talk to our Century 21 Relentless Player of the Game. That will be Tevin Rue. So Erickson with Brown next to him. 2 wide here to the near side. Snap. The give is to Brown in the backfield, and a host of Hornets take him down. He will lose 5. They'll lose 4. We'll set up 4th and 7. And see what the Hornets decide to do here. I think they can let the clock run down, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. Erickson coming to the sideline. Nope, they're going to bring the punt team on. So they will punt it away to Colby. Don't know if they'll actually try and punt here. 8 seconds. Nope, they won't get the punt off. So we will head to the 4th. Colby leads 37-0. We will be back with the punt right after this.
Hey, you know that 30-inch walleye? I feel like he's right out in the center there. He'll be in my cooler in about 10 minutes. Yeah, I brought the old tip shot. You know, biggest walleye always takes a shot. Look at all those ducks out there. Just in case. Time to do the weekly cleaning of the car seat. How is that even possible? Yeah, if you're really good, we can head to the park. Man, she's got a cannon. Well, suppose I should take some extra wide equipment down the freeway at about 30 miles per hour during rush hour, create a Wisconsin traffic jam. So that's Bart, Brett, Aaron, and that one way down there, that's Lambo. Man, all work, no play. Man, the cost of lumber these days. Well, there's about 20 bucks.
Thank you to Wheelers Chevrolet for bringing us that little, for that one. So we head to the fourth quarter, 12 minutes separating the Colby Hornets from their first win of the year. Your defending Division 6 state champion Colby Hornets. Colby projecting into Division 5 this year, according to Wiz Sports. Some questions on whether or not that will actually hold. A lot of teams projected up further up last year than they actually were, such as Eau Claire Regis being in all the Division 6 polls, but not actually ending up in Division 6. So I feel they'll still be in 6. Low snap that time, and Brown is going to take it himself. He's going to bring it to the far side. He's got room to run. He's got the first down and more. He will be run out of bounds out near the 40. That is going to be a gain of 23.
That'll be a first down for the War Dogs.
Excuse me, 27. Gain of 27. That'll set up first and 10. Well, don't know if that was a designed run or not, but a nice play by Brown. I think that was a decision he made. So they will send Boyer and Schultz out here to the near side. Brown is in the backfield next to Erickson. Snap. They fake the give. Pressure comes immediately going over the middle. They've got him. Catch is made by Boyer. He is in the clear. 10-5. Touchdown, Neillsville. To Boyer. Erickson to Boyer. That one for 60.
Touchdown, War Dogs.
And Neillsville is on the board. Just a great straight-up streak route by Braden Boyer. Beat the defense, and Erickson found him. They've had that set up a couple times, and it took either an amazing defensive play from the Colby defense or just a slightly off-mark throw by Erickson. So looks as if Neillsville's going to go for 2. See what they have here. It's going to be a little bit of a wildcat here. Rose and Brown in the backfield. So Brown will get the snap. That will come to him. That one's going to come over here to the near side. Brown now he's going to throw it. The 2-point conversion is good. Boyer catches the 2-point conversion. Little bit of trickeration there from Neillsville. He will step aside. Get that corrected. 11:03 remaining. 37-8. We will be back in just a moment. Welcome back. Neillsville Granton gets on the board on a 60-yard touchdown from Bryce Erickson to Braden Boyer. And then it was Andrew Brown to Boyer on the 2-point conversion. A little wildcat run there. Almost got him down on the ground, did Colby, but Brown able to just flip that pass over the top and find Boyer in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 37-8. I'm going to check because I think the clock still runs, correct? Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. We started the fourth quarter, so the clock will run on the return. So we'll still have the running clock here with a 29-point lead for Colby. Lopez and Healy stay back to return. 83. That is Reese McDonald to do the kicking, and he will get that one off. High over end. That'll end up in the hands of Lopez. He will bring it here to the near side. He will cut it back, and he will get that one out to the 30. Nice return from Lopez. Lopez will get the return, and Colby will come back out on offense. And we see starters. Starters still out there for Colby. So they will keep the starters. Colby will keep the starters on the field here as we head further into the fourth quarter. I think Coach Hagan may be wanting to get a little bit more of a secure lead. So it'll be Meyer under center. He's got Rue is out on the far side. Robita is out here on the near side. Healy and Lopez. The give is to Healy up the middle. Healy's going to fall forward, and he'll end up with about 2. So Healy gets 2. That'll set up 2nd and 8. 61, that is Carter Schoengarth on the tackle for Neillsville Granton. As we are 9:40 away from the end of game 1 of the season. So now they will set it up. 2 wide to the far side, 1 to the near side. Snap. The give is to Lopez. Lopez from the back of the shirt. They're still pulling the shirt. He's still pulling people, and he'll have first down. Lopez has hit in the backfield, and he will pick up 10. Set up 1st and 10. So Lopez just dragging bodies along. So now you got Robita and Rue wide here to the near side. 32, that is Ivan Hamer. They send Hamer in motion, but the give is to Healy. Healy up the middle. He's got room to run, and he will get brought down. That's going to be right near the first down marker. It'll be just a bit short. Gain of 9 for Caden Healy. That'll set up 2nd and 1. Tackle by Michael Harris for Neillsville. And now Healy's going to come out. I think we're going to start seeing some new faces. So in the backfield now, it's going to be 32, Ivan Hamer and Gavin Voss. Give up the middle, and that's going to get the first down. Gain of 6. That's going to, looking to see who comes out with the ball. That's going to be Gavin Voss. So Voss gets his first carry. Pick up 6. So, 1st and 10 as Colby moving the ball here against Neillsville. So they'll come back out. It will be 22 now in the backfield. That is Tanner Halapka with 32. That is Eimer. And Schmidt now the new quarterback. Schmidt will keep it himself. He's going to bring it over here to the near side. He's got some room to run. He's going to step out of bounds. Just as he breaks the tackle, just catches out of bounds. He will pick up 9.
Chase Smith with the carry on an 8-yard gain. That'll be 2nd and...
So that will set up 2nd and 1. Smith, excuse me. Oh, I got confused between the Smiths and the Schmidt. So it's Tate Smith at quarterback. So Halupka and Hamer in the backfield. Smith under snap. The up the middle. That one's going to go to Hamer. Hamer's going to fall forward, and he will have the first down. So 1st and 10. Now Smith again under center. Little bit of movement early on the snap, but they give that one up the middle to Halupka. Halupka pulling some bodies forward, and he's going to have 9. Halupka gets 9. That will set up 2nd and 1. So Halupka gets his first carry. So now 8 different Hornets have carried the ball here for today. So they'll come back out. Clock ticking, 5:43 remaining according to the scoreboard clock. We're a little behind. Get into the right position. Snap. Give. Halupka. Halupka looks to turn the corner. He's going to keep pushing forward. He will have the first down. So that'll get them inside the 15. That'll be another first down. A gain of about 3. But it's 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 at the 15. Clock ticking, and Kate Smith maybe runs a little bit more of the offense we saw last year from Colby. A little bit more of the running quarterback, more in the mold of a Brent Jeske. That one, the snap, that's going to go up the middle. That's going to, Hamer is going to pull forward. They're going to keep the pile moving. He might be close to the first down. They're going to mark that right at the 5. He's going to get 9. So gets 9, and again, it's 2nd and 1. The formula has been pretty simple this drive. Get 9 on the first play, get a couple to get the first down on 2nd down, and do it over again, but it's going to be 2nd and less than 1 for Colby as Neillsville changing pieces here. Hamer and Halupka in the backfield. That's going to be kept by Smith. Smith's going to go into the end zone, touchdown. Colby put another one on the board. That one's going to go for Tate Smith. Run it in for 6 yards and the team. So 43-8. Runs it in. And more than anything, that drive runs a big chunk of time off. 4:07 remaining. So that's 7 minutes off the. Thank the guys at Neillsville Radio Station for doing the math that I couldn't. And they're going to go for 2. Snap. The give up the middle. Not going to make it. Halupka comes up a bit short. 4:07 remaining. 43-8. We are going to step aside for 30 seconds. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment.
Hi, this is Jason Miller from US Cellular and Northside Computers. We're currently celebrating our 25th year of doing business here in Marshfield. All of the money that has been spent here is spent at other establishments that we do business with. We employ local people. We've sponsored numerous North Youth Apprenticeship programs and sponsored sporting events and other things of that nature. Of all the places you could purchase a cell phone or a computer from, we want to thank you for doing business with us.
Tanner Halupka needs some help getting off the field. That one pointing towards his leg. Might be another cramp, but they're going to help him off. So, Halupka, big piece, a big backup piece for the Colby Hornets. So he's going to come off. He'll get by the trainer, Matt Gillespie. Always have to give a mention to Maddie on a broadcast in Colby. So 4:07 remain. Colby to kick off. So we're going to see 22. Rose 29. That is Garrett Learman. Stopping up. The kick is away. Short little kick. That one's going to bounce around, and it's going to go out of bounds. So that one's going to come out to the 35. Somebody honking horns around. So that'll be him out to the 35. Give.
5-yard penalty. First down.
So that'll be 1st and 10 for Neillsville. At the 35, they were able to score on their last drive. That big 60-yard touchdown pass around to Boyer. So they will come out. Some different faces on the field. Trying to catch them as we can. 34, Michael Harris is here to the near side. Didn't catch the other one. Snap. Give, and actually new quarterback in. That one's going to be taken down. New quarterback, Caden Harting. On the carry on that one. for Neillsville. He will lose 3 as we try and catch all the new faces on the field for the Neillsville Warriors. So they're going to keep everything tight. Snap, high snap brought down. Run coming over here to the near side. That's 35. He breaks a couple tackles. He will get back out near the original line of scrimmage. 35, that is Gunnar Barth. So that will set up 3rd and 9 for the Warriors. So the new quarterback, as we said, Caden Hartung, comes in. So looks like whole new offense out there for both teams. Whole new defense out there as well. See Smith out there, the quarterback. Defense for Colby. Snap, high snap. Doesn't give. Pressure comes, and they're going to collapse on him and get the sack. We're going to give credit to that one to number 71. That is Braxton Meyer with the sack. That's going to be 4th and 15. Clock continues to run. Under 2.5 to play. Neillsville will punt this one away. Now, and Colby will send number 20. That is Brody Vigu back deep to return this one. Feeling he might have instructions to not touch it. Clock is going to run under 2 minutes. Colby will be able to kneel this one out. So kicking here, this is 75. Or 76, Caleb Walsh. Kick is blocked. He's going to try again. That's a penalty. No, you can't do that. So that's a penalty. You can only kick it once. We saw a Seahawk try that last season. It's going to be, I believe it's a down and it's at the spot. Yeah, so that ball should be marked at the spot of the kick. Nope, it's actually... No, I think it's different here. I know NFL, it's spot of the second kick. So they will decline the penalty. So Colby declines it because they want the ball. So they'll take 1st and 10. Well, they declined the penalty. So in high school, apparently, the penalty is 5 from the previous spot. And you get a kick again or something, I don't know, or just running the extra space. They just take a knee here, and they can end this one. See if they still run some offense here. No, looks like they might run some offense. Clock continues to run 30 seconds. Snap and the knee, and that'll be the ball game. Colby gets a big win, 43-8 as we tick down the last few seconds here. We are going to chat with our Century 21 Relentless Player of the Game. That is going to be... That will be Tevin Rue coming here in just a few. Stick around for that. Colby gets the win, 48. They go to 1-0. We'll be back with our player of the game here in just a moment.
Check. Check, check. Check, check.
Talked about during the broadcast, we're joined by our Century 21 relentless player of the game, Tevin Rue. Tevin, we got to start on the defense. I think I had you for 2 forced fumbles, an interception, in on some big tackles there. What was working for you guys defensively tonight?
We went over it, and blitz was a big deal, and our line just made that so much easier for me to blitz and to get those tackles.
And obviously offensively, 4 catches, 46 yards. Had you for, I had it written down there, I'm missing that one. 7 carries. Do the math in my head here real quick. 7 carries, 21 yards. But, obviously some big catches out there for you. What really did you see offensively there that you guys were able to really capitalize on?
I feel like we're a good passing team this year. Like, we could get some balls down there. And to be honest, our line, it was our line. I know they're all new and whatnot, but they did really good tonight, and that's what made all this happen.
And then obviously you guys get the second half off, and then you see the second string offense just march down the field and score a touchdown. How much fun was it watching them to be able to get out and get that varsity experience and push that ball down the field the way they did?
Oh, great. That's what we practice. We don't just practice for the first thing. We practice for the second and the third. So Monday night, that's what we're expecting to see also. So our JV's going to go out there and do some stuff.
All right, sounds good. Congrats on the win. We'll see you guys next week in Spencer.
Thank you.
All right, we'll try and grab Coach Hagan here. Stick around. We'll be back in just a moment. Joined by Coach Hagan. Coach, have to start with the offense. Really spreading the ball around a lot, different guys carrying. Is that kind of what you're looking to do all season?
Yeah, without a doubt. We have a lot of good running backs. Who can run with the football, whether it's Caden, whether it's Mateo, whether it's Tevin. And you'll probably see some Ivan Hamer in there too. As the season progresses, Gavin Voss. But yeah, we got a lot of guys who can carry the football, and I thought Coach Miles did a good job of mixing it up and getting different guys to touch the football tonight. And I really thought Tucker Meyer really commanded our offense well and hit some open receivers. And yeah, so it's just, we started off a little bit slow. Neillsville kind of stymied us a little bit, when we were on offense in that first quarter. And I thought we were playing a little bit soft on the line of scrimmage and things like that. But, second quarter came around, was a little bit different offense for us.
Yeah, speaking of that second quarter, you guys come into that second quarter and you turn Neillsville over three possessions in a row, 2 fumbles, including the one recovered for a touchdown, and then obviously Tevin Rue with the big interception. How important was it for the offense to be able to get those short fields, especially there in that second half?
Well, and that's what I talked to our players about at the end of the game here. Really, the key to this win tonight was really, I think, our defense, because, they kept us in the game early and, kind of buried Neillsville for most of the game. They didn't have very good field position for the majority of the night. And it's tough to do that on offense if you're, have your back to the wall all the time. So, our defense, should get a lot of credit for this win and, which gave our offense a lot of times a short field. And, and also our kick cover team. Tucker Broskin has got a strong leg and he kicks it deep. And, we got 10 guys that love to run down there and cover those kickoffs. So, again, credit to our defense and our special teams.
And obviously there in that fourth quarter, you're able to get the second string offense out, and a methodical drive, 8-9 yards at a time. How important was it to see that and get a chance for them to get out on the field on a Friday night like that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's every kid's dream to get out here, on the field during a Friday night game and get some playing time. So it was nice to see that second unit and some third guys get in there and move the football, give them some confidence. And, I know a lot of those guys are going to be excited to play on Monday night in the JV game.
All right, sounds good. Congrats on the win. We'll see you guys next week in Spencer.
Thank you, Steve.
All right, thank you. I'm going to head back upstairs. We'll go through some final stats, wrap things up in just a moment. Colby gets the win 43-8. We'll run through some final stats with Neillsville. This is what I have. Brandon goes 105, throws a TD, interception, also fumbled twice. Receiving number 80, that is Braylon Boyer. 3 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown. Number 20, that is Andrew Brown, caught 1 for 7. Rushing, Brown, 10 carries, 43 yards. Erickson, 6 carries, negative 25, most of those on sacks. And 22, that is Caleb Rose, carried 4 times for 18 yards. Flip the book over for the Colby Hornets. Tucker Meyer goes 7 for 12, 84 yards and a touchdown. Passing, Caden Healy leads the way, 111 yards, 2 touchdowns. Tevin Rue, 7 carries, 21 yards. Lopez, 9 carries. Here. Lopez ended up with 2 touchdowns on the day. 9 carries. Voss, 1 carry for 6 yards. It's 2 carries for 15 yards and a touchdown. 32, as I'm going through all the names here. Ivan Hemmer, 2 carries, 13 yards. 22, Tanner Halapka, 2 carries, 13 yards. As they've gone through the offense. Receiving, Drew. Ends the day, 4 catches, 46 yards. 84, Nathaniel Robida, 1 catch for 10 yards. And Mateo Lopez, 2 catches, 28 yards, and a touchdown. That will wrap things up for us here from Colby. The Hornets get the win 43-8. They get Spencer next week. Neillsville, Granton, they get Loyal. So make sure to check those out. We'll have highlights up later today, and you can also check the scoreboard at onfocus.news/sports for all the local scores, as we have tons of games going final right now. See if we can find any of interest here. Osseo Fairchild falls to Cumberland. Cadott beats Stanley Boyd 16-6. Auburndale beats Menominee Indians 76-0. That, not a surprise. New Richmond beats Medford 18-8. Iola Scandinavia falls to Shiocton 35-6. The Hornets will see Iola Scandinavia over there at week 3. Flip through a few more here. Mosinee Stratford 20-20 tie. That game called. Wittenberg Burnhamwood beats Anago 49-14. Flipping through, just going through the list of scores. Adam Friendship 32-6 over Portage. Tomahawk beats Rhinelander 27-13. That is a big upset. Nakusa beats Black River Falls 21-8. Randolph over Rochelle 35-0. Edgar beats Lakeland 35-7. I think that's all the local scores I've got so far. Flipping through the rest. Kimberly beats Stevens Point 48-13. Yep, that's all the local scores we have. So that's going to wrap things up here. Colby gets the 33-8. We are back on the air on Sunday. It is a 1:30 start from Lakeman Field in Wapaka. The Lakeman taking on the Pulaski Reds. That will be in the Dairyland League. That's the Dairyland League semifinal. And then we have JV football on Monday from Raider Field in Medford. The Medford Raiders hosting the New Richmond Tigers. So that'll be a 4:40